So, as I continue part 5 of 10 of our topic, before dating or before going into marriage. So, if you decide to marry, as I said, be ready for the commitment that comes with it. Then if you decide you want to get married as a person, what I'll say is make your list of what you desire in that person or your own spouse to be. What do you desire in them? And along the line, pray for guidance from the Lord. I cannot emphasize on that even enough. You need the Lord. Pray for guidance. God, I want to make my list. Please help me to make this choice. Don't let me choose out of sight. Take hold of me into what will be in my list. So you need to prayerfully do it. No rushing. Because one thing is, you don't want to rush into marriage and then you rush out. No rushing at all. No rush. You need divine intervention. So, when you prayerfully ask the Lord to guide you into making your list, so make your list. And after making that list, look through the list. Those lists that you've made, that you've written down or have in your memory or whatever way you've gathered it together. Look through your list. Ask yourself questions. So then you take it from there. Because, for instance, when you say you want your spouse to be this or to be that, as I said, ask, why do you want them to be that? What is it? Is it a need or is it a want? Whatever it might be, you know. But ask yourself, what benefit is it to me? What benefit will that be to us as a couple? What benefit will it be to us as a family? What benefit will it be to us in future? Are those essentials? Will those things be essential on the long run? I mean, like future. I might want it now. What will it be to us on the long run? Remember, the changes of life will occur and it will occur unexpectedly. So make your list carefully, prayerfully, prayer the Lord. As I said, you need divine intervention. Now, when you now find someone that fits into your list of the kind of spouse to be, that's not the end. It's not the end at all. There are questions you need to ask. And there are other aspects you need to check. There are things you need to do. It is important to check. To check whether you have something in common. Like what I would say, research. You need to do research about this person. What do I have in common with this person? How much on common ground are you with that person? And if there are things that you don't have in common, how does it complement the other? How does it complement other things in your life? Take for instance, they don't like washing. They don't like doing the dishes or something like that. You might like it, and you could decide that, you know what, they don't like doing the dishes. With me, I like it. And I don't even mind doing the dishes. I don't like cooking, but they love to cook. And they would even rather cook. And various other things. Those are just examples. So you need to check. Do you have same or similar interest? Do they like going to cinema or things? You know, other things. Do they or do you have bad habits? What are their aids? Is any of it your likes? Because what they ate could be what you like could be what they ate. So, vice versa. Probably there's a kind of hobby that they like, and that hobby they cannot even do without it. And you are somebody that you resent that particular thing, and you're not even ready to compromise. So, check all these things. What you both have in common compared to what you don't have in common, how much are you willing to sacrifice? Because when you decide to marry, be ready for the sacrifice. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. Because marriage is a sacrifice, selfless one. That is why it is essential to marry someone that you both love each other and actually have things in common. You don't want to marry someone that you're not compatible. Somebody that when you're facing north, they're facing south. Somebody that when you want to do this, they will say no, is another thing we should do. Somebody that you're not in agreement with them. That will cause problem. Because Amos tells us, can two work together except they agree? They cannot. Take for instance, vehicles. Vehicles are designed to be driven by one person, that is at a given time. But if two people want to drive it at the same time, that will be trouble. Two people want to drive it at the same time. Two people want to be in charge, in control. One has to be lamb when the other one wants to be goat. Because goat will always raise its ugly head. So when one wants to be goat, the other should be ready to be lamb. So two people cannot drive the same vehicle at the same time. That is recipe for disaster. Because as I said, while this person is facing here, that one will be facing the opposite direction. Which is why marriage that is intended to work out well, you need to be in agreement. You need to check things about each other. You need to see how you people complement each other, how you'll be able to work things out. Is this person somebody I could talk with? When I talk to them, do they understand me? When they talk to me, do I understand them? So you need to check all these things. So, like I said, do your research, your check. Do the check as much as possible. Ask as much as possible questions. Do more talking. Yeah, when they're talking, they want to talk, let them talk. When you want to talk, give each other time. Talk. Communication is very important. Ask questions, talk to each other. It is for the betterment of both of you. So do it. So anyway, let me pause here again. This part 5 of part 10 for me to stop here before I continue.